Trump presidency and more on that deadly drone strike on the airport in Baghdad that killed a top Iranian general. Iran is now vowing a harsh response.
Margaret Brennan, moderator of Face the Nation, joins us now. So, Margaret, good to see you. Why don't you tell us about who Qasem Soleimani was and why this killing is so significant throughout the region?
Well, this is a seismic event for the Middle East. Qasem Soleimani led the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps group called the Quds Force. This was basically Iran's sponsorship of terror groups throughout the Middle East and forces that the U.S. considered to be an enemy of the American people because there were over 600 U.S. troops killed and attributed to this Iranian general since 2003. Taking him off the battlefield is something that Democrats and Republicans are welcoming, but they are concerned that by directly targeting in a strike a general who is one of the very top leaders in Iran and doing it in a way some are calling it an assassination, that this is a dramatic escalation by President Trump of these already simmering tensions. President Trump says he took this action to stop a war, not to start one, but in the region there is concern this will have the opposite effect.
Margaret, are they concerned in Washington not just about retaliation overseas, but perhaps also on American soil?
Well, look, there's a lot of worst-case scenarios being laid out and described here. We're going to press Secretary of State Mike Pompeo when he joins us on Face the Nation this Sunday about the details of what the Trump administration says was an imminent threat to Americans in the region. Now, there is concern of some kind of retaliation here in the United States, but this isn't something that necessarily could happen tomorrow. This escalating tension has reached a boiling point in many ways with this strike, but the question of what happens next is unanswered. We'll also speak to David Petraeus, former commander of U.S. troops in the region, as well as Senator Marco Rubio of Florida, of course, and Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut about the political implications going into an election year. The U.S. being on war footing is certainly significant.
A lot of ramifications throughout the world. Margaret, thank you very much. And join Margaret for Face the Nation Sunday morning at 10:30 right here on CBS 4 News.